Hello everybody, East Blue Studios here. Today we're back with another review. For today we have Roronoa Zoro. This is the Romance Dawn Best Selection. So it's $35 instead of $70, and it's cheaper, and you can get him in stores instead of having to get him online. Alright, let's get him out of the packaging. This is Zoro right out of the packaging. No fancy poses, as you can see. And we're going to do a first look impressions. First look, he looks great. He looks straight out of the anime. Beautiful face sculpt and nice vibrant hair color. And he just looks perfect. But before we get into the figure's articulation, let's take a look at his accessories. Alright, here is all of his accessories. We'll start over here. We'll make our way. So starting off, we have his sheath and scabbards. We have the Wano Ichimonji and then the two unnamed black blades or swords. They are done very nice and they just pop out of the sheath just like that. Very nice. Well sculpted. The gold is a very nice finish on it. And for the Wano Ichimonji, you can actually see right here, you just put your thumb and hold it here, and you can slide it out. So this is intended. It does not break when you do this. The other ones might, but the Wano Ichimonji is meant to slide out of the thing so he can recreate poses. It's not supposed to come completely out, so please do not try to take it out unless you're willing to break your figure. Besides that, it looks good. If you do want to take it out of the sheath, buy a separate one off eBay. I'm sure they're selling them, but yeah. Moving on to the actual blades, this is the unsheathed Wano Ichimonji, which is a very nice blade. It's very, very well done. It's dual colored, and you have the marker in the handle for his mouth, for his third sword style. The paint is done very well. Then, I'll show you this one. Black blade, red notches, and two colored, and they're both like that. Now, this is where things start to be different when you get best selection versus the normal standard edition. It still comes with the open, just relax hand. They both still come with that, and then they both still come with the sword gripping hand. They took away the resting grip hand, and it kind of looked like this, and it just sat on the basically the handle of the katana or the sheath. It would sit on the sheath for poses. So you're missing that. That's the only hand you're missing. You also get the basic fist, which is on Zoro already out of the packaging. Then you get the basic, like, normal, like, just meh face, just his average face. But then they took away the laughing face and the angry face. And then you get the third sword style head with the bandana, and they're the same mold, so you can just pop the rag off or the thing off and pop the faceplate off, and then yet again, I'm pretty sure people would be selling separate faceplates for Zoro that you can just buy on eBay, and they are compatible because it's the same figure, just they take away the smirking third sword style basic face when he has the bandana on. Sorry, it's a bandana. Alright, let's take a look at his posability. All right, let's move on to his articulation. Let's move that up a little bit. Taking a start at the head, he can look up about that far and look down about that far without the neck peg. Then with the look down that far and still only back that far. Moving over to his upper chest, for his ab crunch, he can, don't try to force it. He can bend forward that much and backward that much, just at the top, so just basic standing. Then with the lower portion, he can bend forward that far and backwards that far. So yeah, this also lower is soft plastic. Moving on to the arms, you have a weird shoulder joint. I don't know what this is. This is the same as Shank's, I'm pretty sure. If not, I'm mistaken. But it does give him a great crossover for his arms, for that 3-stored style that he would be using it for. So, basic resting, good. Out, not so much. It won't look so good out. And up, you can't really go all the way up. That's pretty much as far as it goes up. Then for the bicep swivel, 360 basic, and a elbow crunch, or not an elbow, sorry, elbow joint. It seems to be double jointed, but it is stopped. So, not very much. Then, basic wrist. Also, unlike the original Radon Onigashima Zoro, which I don't have, sadly, anymore, the bandana just slides off. Slides off the hand. You take the hand off and you slide it off the bag. Before, you had to pop, on the other one, you had to pop the arm off and put a separate arm piece in, bicep piece in, and it caused the figure to be very weak. Moving on to his legs, he can do not really. He can kick forward 90 degrees, but he can't kick back much. And then for the side split, not the best. He has a thigh swivel, which the Luffy's did not. Thigh cut. Then he has single jointed knees. A pivot at the shin and a ball joint. It rocks and it pivots. And toe articulation. Overall, articulation is pretty good. I noticed that some people would enjoy having double jointed knees, but I don't think this figure necessarily needs double jointed knees for the positions that he would be in. Like, this position would be perfect. Like, he needs to be that low for onigiri. For, like, being on one knee works. The paint job is done very nicely also. I don't know if the camera can pick up on it, if I flash a light at it. But the pants and boots have a hue of green. They really do show up when you shine a light out it, but when the light's not directly on it, you still can see it. It's faint, and it's there. It's actually that's from the anime. The anime did do that, which I'm grateful for, that they were able to incorporate that. Let's point that there. So he looks good. All right, let's do some size comparison. Putting them side by side, Monkey D. Luffy East Blue, and Zoro, also from East Blue, or Romance Dawn, they fit perfect together. They both are the right height, the right size, and they look great. No complaints. Zoro is taller, he's much lengthier, and they fit well. If you already have Luffy and you want to start building up the crew, I know they have Nami, Zoro, Usopp, and Sanji now, and Chopper is coming out soon, so you will be able to have the entire starting 6. But if you don't have Luffy and your favorite character is Zoro, let's just say, I'd say pick him up. He is a great purchase. The best selection is only 35, so you're spending as much as you would on Luffy, so they're the same price. I think he's in Targets now, and he is not on Amazon, so do not go on Amazon looking for him, because he will not be there. You will find the $70 version, but you will not find the $35 best selection. You can go to Target. I recommend going to Target or to your nearest Walmart. They're both there, and picking them up there. You might have a better chance at getting him at Target, though. That's where I picked up Zoro, and the shelves were empty at Walmart. They usually almost are. There was 2 other Zoros there, so there was 3 in total. I picked up him, and it is a great buy. I love posing him. He looks great by himself, and he looks great with his captain. Should you buy him? Absolutely, you should. If you are a Zoro fan, you should. If you have Luffy, you should. If you are a One Piece lover, you should. He is great in all of the categories. He checks all the boxes. He's great in posability. He comes with a nice, decent selection of accessories, and he even can recreate 3-sword style. He is great. Should you buy the normal selection over the best selection? Depends on how much you're willing to spend. If you want to pose them up and just leave them on your shelf, definitely buy the best selection version of all of the crew when they come out, just because I know Usopp and Sanji just dropped and they do not have best selection versions yet. Get the best selection versions, only because if you're just going to put them up there. But if you are posing them for like toy photography or stuff like that, definitely you should pick up the more expensive, because he comes with more things, more posability. If you're just a collector, it's completely up to you whether you want more or less. If you want to spend more, you get more. If you want to spend less, you get less. But they both still come with great accessories that you need to pose Zoro. So yes, he is a great buy. Alright, let's get into some glamour shots.